Welcome, Module 4, Wave Optics, Lecture 3. Today's lecture is on interference in thin film, that is vase-shaped film. Vase-shaped film is non-uniform film. Interference in vase-shaped thin film. The part difference in vase-shaped film is 2 mu t cos r plus minus lambda by 2. This lambda by 2 is due to Stokes law. If light is reflected from denser medium, then additional part difference add or subtract in part difference. Now try to understand this diagram. If this diagram is understand or clearly understand by you, then there is no problem to derive the expression for part difference. So now try to understand this diagram. OA and OB are the planes in between the vase-shaped film is confined. At O point, these two planes met where the thickness of the film is 0. As we go towards from O to A, the thickness of the film is gradually increasing. The refractive index of the film is mu. This angle is wedge angle and known as wedge angle and denoted by theta. Now see, SP is incident light at upper surface of the film at incident angle I. At upper surface at point P, it is divided into two parts. One light is PQ, which is reflected in the medium from which it incident, and other light, refracted light, that is PR, which at lower surface also divided into two parts, PR, and other is transmit ray, which we are not showing in this diagram, otherwise this diagram become more complicated. Only we show reflected components of the light and emerge out from the TV direction. This reflected light is emerge out from the TV direction. We get ray 1 and 2. Now we want to calculate the effective part difference between ray and 2. So see in this figure, PR plus RT is the extra path traveled by ray 2 in the medium, and PK, we draw a perpendicular TK and TN, TK on PQ, TN on PR to calculate the part difference. So ray 1 is travel extra path in air, that is PK. So part difference between ray 2 and 1 is PR plus RT into mu minus PK. Okay. So now see the angles. This is wedge angle I, theta. This is incident angle I. So this angle is also I. Incident angle is equal to reflected angle. This angle is 90 minus I, and this angle is, because it is perpendicular, 90. So this angle is also I. Now see the lower diagram of this figure. We extend more points, like this is normal at upper surface of the film. We extend this normal towards E. This is a normal at lower surface at point R, and we extend this normal to E. And E point, these normals are meet. Similarly, the ray PR extended towards RL, and from T we draw a normal at lower surface, that is TH, and extended towards the L. At point L, these two meets, PR extended ray and TH extended ray. Okay. Now see the angle. This is wedge angle R. This is also R. How? When two normals of the planes and the planes are at some angle, then these two normals also make the same angle at which these two planes are. Okay, if this planes 2R is at theta angle, then these two normals are also, which we extend towards E, is also theta. This is angle, incident angle I, this is angle R, refraction angle. This is angle R. This is R. This is theta. So this angle is R plus theta. How this R plus theta? By the property of triangle. The external angle is the sum of angle which is from opposite side. Okay, this R and this is theta. This is R plus theta. R plus theta. If this is R plus theta, then this angle is also R plus theta. How? Incident angle is equal to reflected angle. This angle is also R plus theta. If this R plus theta, this R plus theta, then this angle is also R plus theta, because these two are parallel to each other. If this R is R plus theta, then this also are R plus theta. If this is R plus theta, then this angle, that is RTH, is also R plus theta, because these are alternate angle. These two lines are parallel to each other. Similarly, this angle is R, because this angle is R, this angle is 90, this angle is 90 minus IR, then this angle is R. All angles are clear, then there is no problem to calculate the values of R, PR, RT and PK. Let us consider a well-shaped film of refractive index mu bounded by two plane surfaces OA and OB at angle theta. The thickness of the film increasing from O to A. Let a light ray from S is incident at angle I on upper surface of the film. After multiple reflection and refraction, the ray 1 and 2 are obtained as a reflected component. As the ray 1 and 2 satisfy the condition for superposition, the interference pattern is obtained. The Tm and Tk be the perpendicular on PR and PQ respectively. The path difference between ray 1 and 2 is the path of ray in film and path of ray in air, that is PR plus RT into mu minus PK, or PR can be written as PN plus NR. So for simple geometry, P, T, K, this angle is I, P, T and this angle is R, which I already explained to in previous slide. Now apply the sin R in triangle PTN and in sin I in triangle PTK. So sin R equal to Pn upon Pt. Similarly, sin I equal to Pk upon Pt. So from Snell law, mu equal to sin I upon sin R. Put the value of sin I and sin R. We see Pt and Pt is cancel out. So mu equal to this cancel out, mu equal to Pk upon Pn, or Pk equal to mu Pn. Put the value of Pk in equation 1. So delta P equal to mu Pn plus Nr plus Rt minus Pn. So mu Pn is cancel out. So part difference become mu Nr plus Rt. Now see the triangle R H T, RHT, this triangle, and triangle RHL. These are congruent. How? Because RH is common in both sides, in both triangle. This angle and this angle is 90 degree. Both angle RHT and angle RHL is 90 degree. And angle RLH, this angle, and RTH, this angle is R plus theta. If three quantities of the triangle is similar, then triangle is known as congruent. So these two triangles are congruent, then other side are also equal. So TH equal to HL and RT is equal to RL. And TH is the thickness of the film at this point. Suppose this thickness is T. So TH plus ST equal to 2T. So put the value of RT equal to RL in equation 3. The part difference delta P equal to mu NR plus RL. For NR plus RL, NR plus RL equal to NL. So now we want to calculate NL. If we calculate NL, then part difference is calculated. For NL, we apply cos R in triangle NLT. So cos R plus theta equal to NL plus TL. We want to calculate NL. So NL equal to TL cos R plus theta. And TL is can be written as TH plus ST, and TH is the thickness of the film. TH and HL is also equal. So this value is 2T. So part difference is, so NL equal to 2T cos R plus theta from equation 5 and 6. Delta P is equal to 2 mu T cos R plus theta. Theta is introduced because two planes are at angle theta. In thin film, the part difference is 2 mu T cos R. In vast shape film, the part difference is 2 mu T cos R plus theta. Additional part differences add in this because light is reflected from denser medium, from the Stokes law. So 2 mu T cos R plus theta plus lambda by 2. Condition for maxima. The condition for maximum intensity, effective part difference should be even multiple of lambda by 2. So delta P equal to 2n lambda by 2. 2 mu T cos R plus theta plus lambda by 2 equal to 2n lambda by 2. Or 2 mu T cos R plus theta equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. Condition for minimum, the minimum intensity is obtained and the effective part difference should be odd multiple of lambda by 2. So delta P equal to 2n plus lambda by 2, or delta P equal to 2 mu T cos R plus theta plus lambda by 2, 2n plus 1 lambda by 2, or 2 mu T cos R plus theta 2n lambda by 2. If you see this condition, these conditions are similar to the condition of when we drive for interference in thin film due to reflected light. Okay, only the difference is the new term, that is theta, that is wedge angle. In wedge shaped film, we see the parallel fringes. So we want to calculate the fringe width of the fringes. So it at thickness T, suppose nth fringe is obtained. From the distance O to this point is xn. This wedge angle is theta and the thickness is that point is T. And xn plus n is the distance between this point. At this point, the thickness of the film is T dash. Now we want to calculate the difference between these fringes. Fringe width is xn, n plus 1 minus xn. So condition for bright fringe is 2 mu T cos R plus theta equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2. From this we calculate the tan theta. Tan theta is T upon xn, or T equal to xn tan theta. So put the value of t in equation A. So 2 mu x and tan theta cos r plus theta equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2, or xn equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2 mu tan theta cos r plus theta. This is the fringe distance from this point. This is for nth fringe. For n plus 1 fringes, n is replaced by n plus 1. So xn plus xn plus 1 equal to 2xn 2n plus 1 lambda by 2 upon 2 mu tan theta cos r plus theta. This n is replaced by n plus 1. So 2n plus 2 minus 1, 1 is subtracted from 2, then this number it comes out. So the difference between xn plus 1 minus xn equal to lambda 2 mu tan theta cos r plus theta. Tan can be written as sine upon cos. For normal incidence, r equal to 0 as I equal to 0. So cos theta, tan is can be written as sine upon cos. Cos to cos is cancel out. This term is cancel out. So lambda equal to 2 mu tan theta. If wedge angle is very small, sine theta can be written as theta. So fringe width is W equal to lambda upon 2. This is also expression for fringe width. Fringe width formula is W equal to lambda upon 2 mu sine theta. So fringe width is directly proportional to wavelength, inversely proportional to refractive index, and inversely proportional to the wedge angle. If theta is very small, then fringe width is W or omega equal to lambda upon 2 mu theta. If this formula is remembered to you, then there is no problem for this formula. If in question given that theta is wedge angle or theta is very small, like in given in seconds or minutes, then you should use omega equal to lambda upon 2 mu theta. Very simple question is asked by examiner for fringe width. So this lecture ends here. In next lecture, we will discuss about Newton's ring and experiment of Newton's ring. Thank you.